and another episode of Link to the Past. I'm Tim,
I'm Doug.
and this is...
Loveable Miscreants Gaming.
Now, what did you just do? You came out of a cave, which I can only assume is the upgrade cave?
Yeah, so that's where as you can see, I have 50 bombs, 70 arrows, so I've maxed out
Okay.
my capacities on them, and we're just jumping right into
Oh, so you used all those rupees from last time. Oh, no. Now you don't have your 900 flippin' rupees.
Yeah, we're just jumping right into the right into level 5 of the Dark World.
So, 5th dungeon.
Yeah, the way you get into this one is you go to that little island where the fairy cave is, and you lift up the rock, and there's a portal there. Because otherwise you can't get into it's like a fortress, ice fortress.
Oh, so there's like a... Oh, okay.
And there's a wall around it.
All the platypus. Kill them.
So this dungeon's interesting because it's a nice dungeon. So you got ice physics.
God, die.
Yeah, they take a while to kill.
Oh, so there is... Oh, wow.
So yeah, you're slipping and sliding, and it gets really annoying, especially with some staircases.
See that.
Or at least one particular staircase, because you have to be like pixel perfect on it to go up and down it.
Oh, God.
And it just gets annoying. Oh, by the way, one shot kill with the hook shot. Yeah.
My God. Look how difficult it was. You must have remembered that after killing them the whole time in the other room.
They were just not positioned correctly in the other room for the hook shot kills.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, so you have to go through this room 4 times to get upward.
Oh, in order to trigger. Oh, okay. That is unfortunate. So we already finished, I'm assuming 5 out of 7 right now, right? This is the 5th, so which means this is our 6th.
Yes.
Then the last one is Zelda, correct? The last one we need to save is Zelda after that point? And I'm correct in assuming that you have to defeat the other ones to get to Zelda?
No, at this point I could go right to...
Oh,
I
you
have
could
everything,
just do it, but you would
I
still
have
need to come
everything
back.
I needed, but I would still need to beat this dungeon.
Okay.
To
complete.
To go into the final dungeon.
Okay.
So there is an 8th dungeon, but there's only 7 crystals required to get into that 8th dungeon.
Alright. That makes a lot more sense. Oh my God, no. A moving floor with spikes and jellyfish. No, thank you.
The conveyor belt's not, like, super terrible. Like, the speed difference isn't significant enough to really matter.
Ah, that's... Nope. Big pile of nope. I would have fallen through that floor at least 10 times. Easily.
The controls on this game are pretty tight.
Oh no, just me. I don't mean the controls, I mean me. I would have messed every bit of that up. Oh, they lined up for that. That's not even fair.
Yeah, they were nice and lined up.
You knew that was gonna happen. What?
I did. So you know those little spike things that come out at you, little traps?
My God.
That's a big one. This is the room I'm talking about.
Oh
that has the,
my God.
the staircase.
You need to avoid the fire, get through the ice to the staircase.
Yeah.
Good Lord. What the hell? Are you gonna fall anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to point out that I don't actually have this dungeon memorized. I'm basically just following
Linear basis.
my basic Zelda logic, which is just
Room to room.
room to room.
That's that was what I learned with Breath of the Wild. It's pretty linear, but you can go about it a different way.
Yeah, you can go pretty much anywhere you want.
And each puzzle in and of itself was linear. Like the shrines themselves.
All right, so I'm going to point out I made a mistake here.
You went across and came back?
I went across and came back and didn't go up those stairs. I
The
should have went
back
up those
corner?
stairs.
What was up there?
The boss key.
Which you then have to go back for anyway.
Yeah. It just shows you how, like, I don't have this dungeon memorized. Also here,
Oh. Ooh.
I get it.
So, wow. So, oh no.
Yeah. Yep, see? And there's the end of the dungeon
That's
there. So now I have to go back through the entire dungeon, basically, because I ignored one staircase. Could have been done with this dungeon already.
God. So I'm guessing because you've played this game so many times, you've done relative amount of research regarding like going back and playing through it. If you've seen like GDQ's stuff, how fast do they usually get through games like this? Relatively the same amount of time?
In a glitch run, you can beat this game in 3 minutes.
What, it was like a no clip, go through the walls?
You clip through the wall, yeah.
Okay.
You clip through the wall, and you progress around, and you just basically find the last room of the game.
That's nuts. Oh, so you skip everything and go straight to
the credits.
Good God. Because I know just for the kick, like I never really watched the GDQ stuff. I hadn't learned about it until maybe a few years ago. And I didn't really put the effort into watching it anyway, which I regret, I'll be honest. But I watched one of Pokemon Red and didn't know in any way that any of that was possible. So...
what did they do in that one?
They wall clipped, like they just
yeah.
they trigger the whole wall clip thing and go through. If I'm correct, and I don't really know the terminology. There was something else they did that like boosted something to a higher level, and they just clipped through the wall after getting through the Elite Four, which they just went straight from. I think. They went through legit to, I believe, Cerulean or Vermilion City, and then triggered the clip, which then they just went straight back to the Elite Four, and went through everything else, and was just like, yeah, bye-bye. I was like, how is that possible? I would be so afraid of breaking the game that I never wanted to trigger the Mew glitch. Like, I never wanted to risk it. Even on emulators, I don't like risking it. It terrifies me every time because like I put all the work in. I don't want to lose all my stuff. But like, I mean, I cheat now with PC games because you can just restart it and save the data and move it to somewhere safe. Like you couldn't do that with Game Boy original stuff. So now you're about to go into the boss room with half a heart. Basically. What the hell?
Well, I just got the boss key, so now I'm gonna go back to the chest.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm playing super careful right now.
I got a heart back. Ooh,
and lost it.
Gone.
And it's gone.
Ooh. It's a good thing this isn't a live playthrough, because this would have been... Me doing this shit probably would have made you lose more hearts. God, that must have been annoying.
But you can see it's like super pixel perfect just to do that.
Fire. Aha! God, how do you...
20 times, Tim. 20 times. So now I just got an upgrade to my armor.
Oh! Fairy.
And
slave labor. Forgot about the slave labor.
labor.
Forgot about the damn slaves.
So, I will tell you a thing about this dungeon.
Chewy fruit snacks.
You see how there's those blocks there?
Yeah.
And
it's like a switch. There were switches.
The blue things are up.
Yeah.
The annoying thing about this dungeon, if you do it, if you're doing the dungeons in order, is you need to press through the entire dungeon to flip a switch to go back through the entire dungeon again to get back to this room.
For what reason?
To have the blue tiles down.
To transport wherever it needs to take you.
Because of this room right here.
Oh, that must be awful.
See, there's a switch there?
Yeah.
You need to push a block down to push onto that switch. Or I can just make one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did say you could do that.
So that's why I did Dungeon 6 first.
So you could do that
without having to go back through the entire dungeon.
To not have to backtrack.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So you cheesed it. Pretty much. You cheated. You relatively cheated, but within the game mechanics.
Exploited?
And it's cheating. It's still cheating. I call it cheating, and I use trainers for most of my PC games that don't have to affect multiplayer. I still call it fucking cheating because it's cheating.
No, I'm just smart.
Fair enough.
And I've played this game too many times.
Fair enough. I'm not saying you're not. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, no, the slave labor comes real handy in this. In this
Right
dungeon.
about now. So you have 3 clouds.
I have half a
that are
heart.
hailing on you.
I have a single hit left, and
then that's what you just got.
Yep.
Jesus.
And there goes. I think that's the last of my slave labor. I think.
Oh no, you had 4 friggin' things. You should have.
Right, but I only had 2 fairies.
So now this is your push.
Yep.
Don't they fully heal you?
No, 7
No.
hearts.
Oh.
Oh.
And you just wasted all of them again.
Yep.
Oh, come on!
1 hit left.
You were that close. That's... Alright. And you got another heart.
Yep.
Good God. Jesus. Do you even use the arrows that you've maxed out? I don't even think you did. This entire dungeon.
Not in
you
this
used a
dungeon, no. I used them in a couple other dungeons. I've used them. I actually think I use the bow more in this playthrough than I ever have. Just because, like...
To show it off.
Not just to show it off, but the fact that, like, I have so many arrows to use. It just kind of goes back to the fact that, like...
Just use them.
I don't like using my consumables. Whenever I'm playing games, if it's a consumable thing, I don't really want to use it. Even if I have, like, 500 of them.
Now that you mention it, I kind of do the same thing. Like, I do the same thing with Pokemon, where it's like, you find potions, I just keep them all. I'd probably sell them so that I can get money, so that I can catch more Pokemon, like buy Ultra Balls and everything else. But, now that you mention it, I kind of do the same thing. I hoard everything so that I have them if absolutely necessary.
Mm-hmm. And then we're just going to...
Quit and
save
come
and
back
quit.
in
Back in.
to spawn back at the damn temple.
Yeah.
Which, again, is mechanic cheat.
Speedrun tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is not at all anywhere near a speedrun.
Wow.
It's just it's an experienced playthrough, not so much a speedrun.
Just getting to where you need to go.
Yep. So we've already been told when we beat the 6th dungeon that Zelda's in Turtle Rock, and if we looked at our map, it would show us that our last one is in the top right corner on the mountain. So we're gonna go the opposite direction.
Hey, wait. What? Why?
We're gonna go visit our house in the Dark World.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And he sells some bombs. So I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy his big bomb.
You bought a massive bomb that follows you.
Yep. So now I gotta make it to the where I gotta drop this bomb off at without running
Or you drop it.
or without jumping down ledges
Or dying.
or dying.
Whoop.
Luckily, I can take damage.
You can take a few hits. You won't last long.
I have
no.
I have the blue mail, so I take half damage.
As well as how many hearts?
18. As you can see, I only have 2 pieces left, and I think I only have 2 more heart containers left. Heart pieces left in the game.
What just happened?
I dropped it
Oh, you dropped it. I thought you.
to blow up this cracked wall.
Another goddamn.
So another pond.
What? How are you gonna litter this
I don't
time?
like my bow.
The bow.
I don't like it.
What color is this one gonna be? Good God. Also, that was awesome. Like that. The not knowing what I don't know about this franchise and having that kind of inclusion in Breath of the Wild was hilarious to me. Didn't know that was based from this.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I know that, still makes me laugh. Because they were also utterly animated and different every time.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the fairies are all kind of different. She's been distorted by throw a bottle in there
Because you're in the Dark World.
because we're in the Dark World.
I figured that. Again,
she's been cursed by Ganon.
again, because she's in the Dark World.
because she's the queen of the fairies.
Oh.
So yeah, I throw a bottle in there, I get back a green potion, which refills my magic meter.
God.
And then, once again, just gonna get rid of my sword. Get rid of the Master Sword.
It's like the second time you've done that.
So, the funny thing is, when she says, I'm gonna give you something better back. So, is she upgrading the Master Sword? Or is she giving me a completely different sword?
So, this goes with Japanese mythology.
It's the silver or gold thing? Yeah, and I know what the reference is.
Okay.
They
Not,
actually have
not that I didn't think you knew.
They have an actual more direct reference to this in another Zelda game. Where it's literally, you throw a bomb in, and you're like, did you throw a silver bomb or a gold bomb?
Oh, that's easy.
Literal, like, almost one-for-one direct,
Does it give you three
reference.
choices? Does it give you the two and then neither?
Yeah.
You always choose neither?
You choose neither, and then...
it gives you both.
And it gives you... No, it doesn't give you both. It gives you... it upgrades your bomb capacity.
Ah. So it still gives you a boost.
Yeah.
There's a manga I was reading about that exact mythology. And it's hilarious. It's utterly like the stupidest drama thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing mystic about it other than that bit. Where it's dude deals with a girl. I believe she can't swim. She falls in a lake because she's running away from her quote-unquote destiny. And then she... I think it was that she had blonde hair. She falls in the lake. The goddess comes out and says, did you drop this girl or this girl? It's the same girl with silver hair. Same girl with blonde hair. And her personality's been split.
Right.
Not that it's a negative and good. It's just more active and more reprehensive are her two personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And the silver hair one stays home and the blonde one goes out because everybody's used to her being blonde. But the guy is like it's another harem style where he has to kind of choose between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're both the same girl, so he chooses both. And eventually they come back together. It also takes place in another manga I was reading about isekai, which is like transported to another universe.
Right.
And it's a bad guy, and he's a dickhead. Falls in, like the main character is a good guy. He gets tricked by a bunch of people.
So these things are
and
annoying.
a bunch of other stuff.
You smack
It's
them, they
really
turn to
good
stone.
stories.
And
Wait, he was blocking the bridge.
he was blocking the bridge for me, so I couldn't get across. So I had to wait
then-
for him to turn back into
A thing you could hit.
this thing I could hit.
Oh, catch it, catch it. Hey!
Slave labor.
Got another one.
Oh look, you just saw a little peek of it. There's a harpies up there.
Get it. Go get it. I'm going the other way. Go the other way.
I'm gonna go get it. So I'm really ashamed that I don't have this one memorized. It's you gotta hit him in the correct order.
Oh, it triggered something and you have to reload the
Yeah.
map piece. Whoop, whoop. These things are disgustingly creepy.
They're also really annoying. I like the fact that in A Link Between Worlds, the sequel / remake sort of this game, you can actually kill them. You turn them to stone and then smash them with a hammer. So they're not nearly as annoying.
So you get teleported, what, beneath the mountain?
I'm just in the dark world on top of the mountain. So I'm in the same spot spatially, but now this is Turtle Rock.
Okay. And you open the thing and then you're gonna go... Oh, you drop down. Okay.
Yep. I'm not gonna go in there.
Well, you just open the door, go in the door.
No.
Oh, those are clouds. Okay. I was confused. This is weird. What just happened? So now you're in the dungeon?
No.
What?
No. Just in a cave. By the way, I just found this out. You can use this Ether Medallion to reveal hidden floors. Didn't know that. I've always pushed blocks.
What do you mean push blocks?
So you either drop bombs or you use the cane to create a block, and then you just push it around. And if it falls off,
And if it falls off, you can't go there.
there's a ledge.
Huh. I think that's a more interesting mechanic than that.
Oh, look, a fairy fountain.
Another one.
This is just a normal fairy. It fully heals you.
Oh my god.
This is that's pulled directly from the first game. There were 2 fairy fountains you can go into, and it'll heal you fully.
Huh.
Located throughout the map.
You can't come back to it? Like,
I
can you come heal here again after a
Yeah.
certain point?
It's reusable. There's a
More
couple...
slave labor!
More slave labor.
Which I'm assuming you are definitely going to need.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's the whole point
So
of...
now I got 2 fairies, a good bee, and a potion.
Oh, what was that bee for? You said you had the bee for something.
It's the gold bee.
Do you keep it or use it or something like that? Or no, do you not do that yet?
I haven't used it. You use it and it just starts attacking enemies on screen. Normal bees only like last a couple seconds.
But you have the queen bee.
I have the good bee, or it's called the good bee. It's mistranslation. Supposed to be called the gold bee.
Ah.
The golden bee. It stays on the screen until you leave the screen.
So you're going to use that with Ganon.
I don't know. I don't remember if I ever used it.
You don't use it at all.
I just caught it just to have it. Because it's a check mark on the...
Oh my god. So what you have left is another piece of armor upgrade, which I'm assuming is later, and the final heart piece.
And
final few
a
heart
shield.
pieces.
A second shield.
Shield, yes.
And another heart
God.
piece. So we'll get into this dungeon next time.
This is madness.
We're on the end game now.
Utter madness.